Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to solve two problems that are exactly same. First one is best time to buy and sell stock for, and the similar problem on GFG is maximum profit. They are exactly same problem, so we will try to solve both problems. Basically, what is the problem statement is that you are given an integer array of prices where prices I is the price of given stock on ith day and an integer k. Find the maximum profit you can achieve. You may complete at most k transactions. Okay, you may not engage in multiple transactions simultaneously. You must sell the stock before you can buy again. So let's see the second example. We have 326503. So we have prices be like 326503 and k value is 2. What it means, like we are provided with the stock prices on every ith day. Like for 0 day we have 3, 1 1 3 as 2. Similarly, these are the day we are given the prices, so we have to buy stocks and sell so we can make the maximum profit. But we can make only two transaction means we can buy plus sell and buy plus sell. Okay, so we have to make only two transactions, like we can buy and sell, and again we can buy and sell. This means we can have only two transactions, and we can't do this like this. We can buy and sell. We can't do like this. Just have to follow the order only. Like we have to buy, sell, and buy and sell. So this is the problem. So this is the given array, like 3260 32650 So at what we have, like at every day we have the option to buy the stock. Like if I am at 0 day, I can buy the stock or I will not buy the stock. At 2 I can buy the stock or not buy the stock. uh, we have option if we can buy a stock or not. But if we already buy it, so we have two options, that we can sell or not sell the stock. So this seems to be like we have an recursive approach to solve this problem, and the basic brute force that comes in our mind. So let's try to code the brute force approach. So basically, in the starting, what we need a function that will carry the prices array, the current index the current day we are present at, and the current money we have used or we have. Then we have k, have a bool statement like we can buy or not. So this is our recursion look like, and our function return nothing, and we have a function solve where we have vector of int and prices. We have current index we are present at, then we have current money we have, then the transaction we are left with, and we have the bool that we can buy or not. So the base condition for our recursive function for our solve function will be look like this. If our current index becomes prices dot size, that we are at the last index, so we can't do nothing, and then what we can do, we just return from here. And for the maximum profit, we make an answer at the profit we can make. Let's name this profit. So our profit will be maximum of profit and current money. So yeah, then we have to check if we have already bought, like we can buy a stock or not. If we can buy, uh, so we have two option against, like if k is greater than equals to 1, that means we can buy the stock. So what we can do, we will return prices, we will increment our index by 1. Our current money will be, like we have buy the stock, so we have to give money, so our money will be decreased by the current index, and our transaction will be left decreased by 1. And we have don't buy again, and we have option, like we don't buy at this time, and we can uh, buy at another index, like in future we can buy. So we don't buy at this time, so our current money remains same and our transaction remains same, and we can buy again. Okay, else, like we can if we can if we have to sell, like we have buy a stock, so we can't buy again, like we have to follow the approach buy sell. So then we have to buy. So what we can do now, or like if we have to sell, so what we can do, we need to have prices, we have to increment our current index by 1, and current money will be increased by price, like we have sell the stock at the current position, current day I say. So my money will be incremented by that, and the transaction remains same, and we can buy again. Or we can do, or what we can do, we can wait, like we don't sell today, so our index will be increment by 1, and our current money remains same, and our transaction remains same, and we can don't buy again, like we have to sell it first. So that's our function look like. Let's say we have to return answer in the last. So that's how our recursion function works. Let's try to run code on test cases. So we have an error. Okay, what is our error? Okay, this is a typing error. Okay. Let's try to submit. Okay, this will be a profit. So that's how our function works. Basically what we are doing, at every point we can buy a stock or don't buy a stock. But if we have already bought a stock, then we have to sell or not sell. So we have two options. And if our like we can buy a stock only when our k is greater than equals to 1 only. So that's how our function works. Let's try to submit it. So you can see it's give us time limit exceeded. Let's try to see, like 207 of 211 test cases are passed. So the time complexity for this is approach is order of 2n, like it's an exponential, so it will not be able to complete in the given time. So we have to optimize it. So up till this we have find, like we have to for every, like I will say, for every day we have two option, buy or sell the stock. Okay, if we buy the stock, if we already buy it, so we can sell the stock or not. Okay, we can buy or don't buy. So it seems to, like we can use DP in this segment. What we can do, like if we have k transactions, so what we can do, we can make 2k transactions of buy and sell. Okay, like for k equals to 2 transaction, we can buy, sell, buy and sell. So it's there are 4 transactions we have to do. So what is like if we are given k equals to 2, and our size of the array will be similar to, let's say, this. So uh, we what we have to do in this case, we just have to find the maximum profit we can make. So like rk, the transaction will becomes 4, so we can perform buy sell 4 times. So uh, uh, we don't, what we have to do now, we just have to find like is this incrementing or not. Is it incrementing? Yeah, it's incrementing. So we will add 1, we will add 1. So the maximum profit we can make is 2. So this is the approach we can we are going to use. Let's see how I can code this. So basically, what happened, our transactions state will be incremented by 2 into k. Like we have, if we are given provided with k equals to 2, we have 4 states we can buy sell. So the first condition, if the states are greater than equals to the size of the prices, like then what we just have to do, we have to use an variable in profit equals to 0. We will traverse the whole prices array, prices dot size, and we have to check like if prices of I, the current day, and the prices of previous day is greater than equals to 0. Then what we can do, we will just increment our profit by prices of current day minus prices of previous day. And in the last, what we have to do, we just have to return profit, and we have to start from first day, like. And else if the transactions are less than the size of the prices, then we have to make an dp array of states, that will be dp of k. And what we have to do, like the even state shows we have to buy the stock, and the odd state shows we have to sell the stock. So we will just initialize our dp array, like if the state is even. So what we have to do, so the current profit at that state will be int minimum. Else yeah, the odd, at the odd state, we can sell the stock, so the maximum profit we can have, minimum profit we have is 0. So now we have to check for every I in the prices array. So let's start from prices dot size I plus plus, and for int j equals to 0, j is less than k, and j plus plus. Like for the first state, like for j equals to 0, what we can do, we can only buy the stock. So our uh, dpj will be maximum of dp of j and minus of prices of I. Else if our j percent 2 equals to modulo equals to 0, then our dp of j will be maximum of dp of j, and we have the current money, that will be dp of j minus 1. And we have buy the stock at the even state. So what we can do, we will just decrease our current money. Else if we will sell the stock, then what will happen, uh, our dp of j will be maximum of dp of j, and we have the previous we have the money, that will be dp of j minus, and we will have to sell the stock. So we will have some money, that will be prices of I plus I. So in the last, what we have to, we just have to return dp of k minus 1. So let's try to go through the code again. Okay, if the base condition also exists, like if k is equals to 0, we are not be able to do any transaction, so we just have to return 0. If k is greater than equals to prices dot size, it implementing that we have more states than the prices size. So we will just see if the prices are increasing, we just add into our profit and we just return the profit. That what we are doing in this loop. But if the states are less than the current prices size, so we have to check for every state it, like we can buy, what stock we have to buy and where we have to sell. So this will do the work. And basically we have divided, we have dp of k, that's showing the states, and the at even position, at even position is showing that we have to buy this buy the a stock, and at odd position we have to sell the stock. Let's try to run the code. And okay, there is a spelling mistake, prices of I minus 1. Okay, let's try to run code again. It's giving me the correct. Let's try to submit. Be j less than k. Okay, this will be a typing error. Let's try to run code. Let's try to submit. Okay, it's giving us the correct answer. Thank you guys. That's all from my side.